is the perception of the actual possible without the intervention of thought. Is perception of the actual possible without the intervention of thought. You understand the question? Is it possible to perceive a tree, your wife or your husband, or your boss or your helper, your servant, or the nature around you, to perceive that without the intervention of thought? If the question is clear, that is, can you see a tree or the new moon or the setting of the sun, or your wife or your husband and your children, without thought interfering with your perception? That's the question. Let us explore the question. What do we mean perceiving? To perceive, to observe. When you perceive your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your son, do you actually see them as they are, or you have a picture of them, an image of them, and through that image, through those colored glasses of memories, conclusions, you look through? Please examine kindly what the speaker is saying. Examine your own wife or your husband or your neighbor or your boss and so on, whether you can look at them without a single movement of thought or image or the word. Suppose I am married, which I am not. Suppose I am married. I lived with my wife for 20 or 30 or 15 days, and during those interval of time, I have built through various incidents, accidents, an image about her. She has built an image about me. These images, these memories, prevent me from looking at her actually, what she is. And then the question arises, is it possible to look at a human being, whether it be my wife or a neighbor or a stranger, to look at them without a single movement of thought? That's what the questioner is asking. You are sitting there and the speaker is sitting up here. You apparently are here with an image, with a conclusion, with memories of the speaker, right? Right, sir? Are you responding to my question? Can you observe the speaker without all the reputation that you have built about him, all the things that have been said about him, and all the things that you perhaps may have read about him or what he had said, to put away all that and look at him, observe him? Will you do that? Can you do it? That is, to look at something or a person or anything without a previous memory, conclusion, remembrance, just to look afresh. Is that possible? It means thought not interfering with your observation. If you ever tried, or if you ever will do it, you will find most extraordinary things happen. You begin to discover something which you have never thought of. You begin to discover something totally new. If you look at your wife or your husband, without all the memory that you have accumulated about her, and she about you, then you are looking at her or him for the first time afresh. So, a relationship is constantly renewed, fresh. Not the old memories operating and interfering. Have you ever tried all this? Or you just listen, yes, it sounds very grand, but I can't do it, and carry on. If you actually do it once or twice, to put away all the accumulated memories that you have about her or him, then you are looking at the person for the first time afresh. And when you look at that person afresh, something totally new takes place. A new kind of relationship comes into being.